Alright, good morning everyone. I'm back. Good to be back on the mic. Yesterday I wasn't feeling that well. Still a little under the weather today, but I can't miss any more days. I love what I do, and I want to be here every single day. So what's going on? Pull over the chart. So let's see. To be honest, guys, not much going on this morning. You guys can see the gap scanner. I think we only have. I think at one point we had about three gappers this morning, up 5%. So the entire stock market, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks gapped up over 4.5%. So what does that tell you guys? That things are a little slow right now. We're kind of into that slow phase. It's the ebbs and flow of the market. It's not always going to be extremely hot. We had an extremely hot August and now September. So far, a little bit on the slower side, which is perfectly fine. Looking forward to October. We got about a few days left of September. October is usually historically a very hot month for small caps. The last 3 years I've been doing this, every October has been extremely hot, and that also goes for November, December, and January. So hottest times are going to be upon us very soon, and I'm really looking forward for it. So during this slow market, during this slow period, we got to be disciplined. We got to stick to our rules. Don't give in the FOMO. We got to preserve our capital and only take high quality setups. So if that means not trading for a few days, I'm perfectly fine with that. I didn't trade yesterday. So far today, I'm not seeing any trades so far in pre-market. And if I don't see anything, market opens, I'm perfectly fine sitting on my hands. And we'll do like a fun giveaway today. I did mention last week that we were going to do a giveaway. And I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to stick to that and do a giveaway today. But right now, let's kind of see what we have. Let's see what we have. PHAs. Let's check this one out. Let's just go through these top gappers. PHAs. Doing very poor volume. You can see you had a push on up to 5, a high volume stuff move right at $5, and ever since, volume's very low. We have a 20 million float stock here, 65% institutional, about 14% short float. Looking at the daily chart, very beat daily chart. It's just been fading all the way down to $4. So I didn't even see the headline on this. I should check that. But either way, not something I'm interested in right now. I'm not interested in something doing this poor in volume. So it doesn't even matter what the news could be. Something like this with this low in volume, not something I'm interested in, especially on the long side. Maybe we could look towards it on the short side if volume to remain this poor on PHAs. Other than that, I think it was VBIV was interesting. VBIV, I did have an offering last week and is near 52-week lows, but I did post in the Discord chat that over 30 million shares were purchased through insider buying. So we have a huge amount of insider buying, right around 50 cents. So just something to keep in mind. Does make you think maybe somebody knows something. So just keep it on watch. If someone buying that many shares right around this price is a little interesting. So we'll keep it on watch on BVIV. I don't know the new float after the offering, but right now it was 13 million with 55% institutionally owned. The daily chart's pretty crappy. But like I said, someone's loading up here at 50 cents, a lot of shares. So something to keep in mind on VBIV. Other than that, let's see what else we got. GHSI, this one's just been grinding for a few days now. GHSI has been grinding all the way up. Has yet to get over that $1 mark, but you can definitely see this thing squeeze on up pretty nicely if we get over that $1 mark. Let me just see the float. 14 million of float, not bad. So yeah, we'll keep this one on watch. Maybe we can get over that $1 mark today on GHSI. $1 mark is one of the strongest resistance line. I would probably say it is the strongest resistance line in penny stocks. As far as mentally, I'd say $1, $10, and $5 are all pretty strong mental resistance marks. So $1 is usually a very tough line to break, so we'll keep that on watch this morning. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. Kind of went over the gappers. PHAs, you can watch this one. VBIV. Oh, VXRT. VXRT, didn't go over this one, but this one did crack that 50-cent mark. I did like the headline on this one. They met their primary endpoints, top line results on VXRT. So this one did have a pretty good headline, but up 2%. So not really much going on. You know, was holding above our 72.89, but did crack below. We'll see if it'll hold 50 cents. We'll see if we get volume towards it. Kind of the same story on this one. You know, poor volume. So I'm not going to get involved with it. You know, I'm not trying to get in something with this poor in volume. You know, 50-cent stock doing 20K bars max. It's extremely poor. So there's a lack of volume right now with a lot of these gappers this morning. A lot of these plays are lacking in volume. So yeah, it's kind of the the whole deal for the pre-market analysis. You know, nothing I'm in love with this morning. You know, I don't even have, a watch list because there's nothing to put on the watch list that, I'm too in love with. PHAS, this one we could see a pop and fade on this one. Maybe we get back towards that $5 mark and volume's still weak. Maybe you could look for the short side on this one. VXRT could ever start doing some good volume. Like I said, I like the news on this one. If this one could ever start doing some better volume, we could look for a long on it. GHSI, I don't like longing multi-day runners. I like longing day ones, day two the latest, but I really don't even like longing day twos. VBIV was that insider buying one too, so a few plays we'll keep on watch, but nothing like I said I'm in love with. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, gamer. There was 20 million. Someone did purchase 20 million yesterday. But then the week before, someone bought 10 million. So if in the last week we had 30 million shares purchased on VBIV, I posted it over in Discord in the news tab. Alright, let's see. OBLN. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of lines drawn, so it must have been a former runner. Yep, so OBLN did go on a nice rip, in the past, so is a former runner here. Let's see what it's doing now. Now it's been pretty beat now, the chart, back to $2. And then check the statistics. It's a 2 million float. Let me just confirm with Yahoo. Always like to confirm with a few sources. Go to Yahoo, Finviz. Obviously the filings will have the accurate float. But usually, if you confirm with a few sources, usually I'll be right. Alright, so yeah, Yahoo has it around 2 million. So do have a micro float here in OBLN. Right now it's doing nothing in volume in pre-market, so couldn't day trade it. As far as a swing trade, let me see. It put in a nice green day here. Now it's kind of forming this like bull flag pattern. You guys can see that. Kind of have the pole here, kind of flagging right now. But I don't even, I wouldn't really get involved with this with a swing, I'd probably wait for some sort of news catalyst on OBLN before I could get involved with this one. So not something I would be too interested in it, at least for myself. Someone did mention CDR, not a bad chart for reversal here. Put in a nice few green days, put in a higher low, held the 72.89. Now trying to get over $3, so not a bad looking chart here. Had a high institutional. The only thing is the float was a little high, around 90 million on CDR. Also still holding TTS. TTS went on a nice move yesterday in Power Hour. I'm still holding on to this swing trade. It's at 325 now. I did get in this one a few days ago. I mentioned I like the daily chart a lot on this one, and it's been holding up pretty well. Forming this nice ascending triangle pattern. We'll see if we could reach our target today. The target is 350, so coming close to our our target over on TTS. So hopefully you get a nice green day here. And something I did notice on this one, each day at the close, someone's been buying. You could see 80K into yesterday's close, into prior day close. You could see we did 57K into that close. Let's see. Into this close, yeah, like 700K in volume into this close. So definitely, each day into the close, you've been seeing someone, load on up. So we'll see if you get any sort of rip today on TTS. It's kind of the only play I'm sitting in right now. Just sitting in TTS right now. The only play I'm in. It's not even on my day trading account. It's on my swing trading account. As you guys know, I have another account where I'm doing some sync trades. Just playing around with that. Eros was my last swing. You guys know this one. Call this thing out. Low twos. Sold over $3. So just playing around with that swing account. Trying to build up that other account. When did you get into TTS? I think I got in last week. I'm not sure which day it was. I did post too in chat when I entered. I posted in the swing trading tab. You guys on our Discord chat. Links down below in the description. Definitely go check out our Discord chat. Yeah, my average, I'm in the 310s. In the 310s. ETRN, I could check that out for you. My E-Trade is really slow this morning. What's going on? AIM halted. AIM at 120. What a piece of garbage, AIM. That stock is trash. That's going on the toxic ticker list, AIM. I'm officially adding that to the toxic ticker list. I think they had like 2 S1s within the same day. It's like so toxic, this name. Pretty mad I didn't short this yesterday. I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't have any borrows. I posted it out in the chat. That was my game plan, to short this thing into a morning pop. Wanted to short it up here in the 240s, but I had no freaking borrows. It would have been an amazing fade to ride this thing on down. Now at 120. Yeah, ETRN bike. I'm trying to get it up here. It's just, I don't know why it's not loading. Let me try that again. ETRN. Yeah, it's not working for some reason. Not coming up on the chart here. I mean, I'm pretty sure everything else is working. Let me look at it on this chart. It's a little small. I like looking at my E-Trade charts. I've been using them for 3 years, so it's very used to them. Alright, so it looks like we formed a little base here around this $12 mark. Holding this 13 EMA here, slowly curling on up. We gotta get over that $14 mark on ETRN. But I kind of see what you're saying. Put in a little bit of a higher low there, trying to reverse here on the chart. Not bad looking chart. Needs to get over $14 on ETRN. Check the stats. Stats a little bit higher in the float. Institutional ownership pretty high. Big market cap. Short float 8%, not terrible. I like that over. I like the short float over 10%. So yeah, not bad there on ETRN. You're gonna need some volume. You're gonna get over $14 ideally. Need some sort of catalyst to get the volume going on this thing. OBLN here. SAEX, little gap. SAEX is pretty toxic too. This one known to go on some pretty nasty drops on SAEX. This one's pretty toxic. Ever since this nice run it had, look at each gap just get crushed. Alright, about 2 minutes. Let me throw up the new layout. Hey, Stoll, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you used to be on our old live streams. How's it going? Alright, so I'm going to put up another level 2. I can put up PHAs here at the top. The bottom, I'll put VXRT on the bottom. We could always change it around, as the day goes on. Good morning, George. How's it going? Oh, you got about 1 minute. PHAs, like I said, we could be watching this one for a pop and fade, depending on the volume. Depending on how the volume looks, could be a pop and fade. And I can't long something with this volume. So we'll see what it does at open. Yes, I see AIM is halted here. Yeah, Stoll, I remember you. I believe, I may be wrong in this, because there's a lot of people, but I believe you are from Norway, right? I believe you are from Norway. I remember that pretty well, I believe, because I do have a friend in Norway, too. Alright, let's see, GHSI. Going for that $1 mark. Pretty good volume out of the gates. Nice 500K bar there. Oh, Stoll, yeah. I knew I was right. I knew you were from Norway, yep. Yeah, I have pretty good like long-term memory, but like I'll forget like stuff like from like last week or a few days ago. It's pretty weird. Pretty scary sometimes. There's PHAs just cracking there. So yeah, we knew not to get involved with that one. Doing very poor volume pre-market, out of the gates, poor volume, a lot of selling since open. Yeah, Stoll, you could definitely join our Discord. 100% free. Links down below in the description. Alright, let's see. GHSI doing really good volume. Let's see if this one can get over $1. This is definitely doing good enough volume to get over $1 today. You know, see if the chart could set on up. 800K volume bar there. VXRT. VXRT may be soaking that 50 cent mark. Let's keep an eye on this one. Want to see how the tape looks at 50 cents. Want to see if this thing's soaking or not. See, nothing's really moving on the tape there on GHSI. Kind of at a standstill right here. No orders going through. Kind of strange. Yeah, so I'd recommend paper trading and being at least consistently profitable for a few months before you hop on the real trading account. You'll get some studying in, watch a lot of live streams. You'll learn the basics of day trading. Pick a setup and just keep tracking that setup until it's proven to be consistently profitable for you. Then I'd say you could be good to go on the real account. And there's PHAs trying to make a little bit of a red to green move here. Trying to make a little bit of a red to green move, but you guys can still see the volume is still a little bit poor there. Yeah, it's definitely a big mistake a lot of traders make early on. They're so eager to make money, and I think it's like a get-rich-quick thing, and they'll just not even paper trade. They'll go straight to the, to the real account. I was very grateful for Alex to, help guide me early on, and tell me to paper trade. He really encouraged me to paper trade, and I listened to him, and I'm really happy I did do that, early on. There's another stuff move on PHAs, so clearly someone's unloading here on PHAs. Anyone take a short there on PHAs into that pop? I mean by unloading, I mean like institutional selling, big hand selling. LCI, big gap down on LCI. I'm gonna put PHAs on the top. PHAs going for the high day here. Just keep an eye on the tape. Watch the X side. Let's see if we're going to push here. 475 absorbed a pretty good amount there. 470s trying to hold here. And boom, there's new highs there on PHAs. It's still pretty weak volume on that breakout. Yeah, Stall, you could also look into like Trade Zero. So I want to see how PHAS here looks around this this $5 mark. Could look for a possible short on it. Kind of stalling here. Did take some short. Did take some short there. PHAS. So did take some short there. PHAS. You're willing to risk that $5 line. In pretty small right now on it. Just like a little bit of starter size. So just add a little bit more here. Adding a little bit more on a PHAS. Nice rejection. Very nice rejection. PHAS. 460s now. Very nice. So first target will be like 450s on PHAS, 450s, first target. See if we're gonna get it here. Just a few more cents. Come on, PHAS, a little bit more of a crack. Four 469 there. Took a lot. Absorbed a lot too. So good to see it's rejecting on these pops. Could definitely see lower here on PHAS. See volumes now. A pretty big drop off in volume there on PHAS. It was really close to getting out there. Like hit like 461. I had a 458 order, so kind of missed my order by 3 cents. Yeah, Sterling and DOS are definitely great. Definitely two really good platforms. I've used both. I'm using DOS right now. Still, if I had to give my opinion out of those three, I'd probably say Trade Zero would be the best bet. CMEG, I hear a lot of good things about CMEG. Very nice. PHAs. I'm gonna lock some in here. So lock some in here on PHAs. And now 440s will be the last target on PHAs. You guys can see it just didn't do enough volume to really phase me or get me worried. And just by noticing that, usually when you see volume like this, usually a fader most of the time, and PHAs, working really nice. Almost top tick this one. Have a 480 average. So let's see if we get the last target here. It'll be 440s. Could definitely bounce here at 450. I'm shorting with center point. Come on, PHAs. A few more cents here. You gotta meet these targets. Gotta meet these 2-to-1 targets. I was risking 20 cents on the trade, so I want in return to make right about 40 cents. Jason, I did mention it in pre-market briefly though. So I wasn't really expecting actually to get the pop, but we did. So the plan was, pop and fade on PHAs. If it did pour volume, I'd be looking to short into pops. After seeing a rejection candle, which we saw here. So you had a pop here close to this $5 line that I was interested in risking off of. Came on up, pop, high volume rejection here into the repop here. You can see we had a stuff move here. Got short right here, 480. And you rode it back down, looking for first target, upper 450s, with a final take profit target in the 440s for a 2-to-1. So we want to see kind of this rejection of VWAP. Could definitely see us bounce to 468-ish, 470 maybe again. Ideally get a rejection here and complete this head and shoulders pattern. You guys can see this. We got the shoulder, head, shoulder. So a nice bearish pattern there on PHAs. Eli, I did have 3,000 shares, but now I'm only holding 1,500 right now. So nothing crazy on the size. Nothing crazy on the size. But still, if it works out, it'll still be maybe right around like a $600 trade. I'm not the best at math, but so nice. We get some big sellers there on the ass. We could see this thing crack 450 right now, and I'll be looking to take here. Alright, PHAs, give us this last little crack here. Come on. And this is how you guys are really going to compound your account. Meeting these targets, meeting these 2-to-1s, beating these 3-to-1s, or even higher. That's how you're gonna grow your account in the long run. If you're, continually meeting, 1-to-ones, it's gonna be tough to really, grow that account. So always gotta meet your targets. Still, I usually go around like 10:30, 11. Sometimes it'll be later if I'm in a play or it's a hot day. So just being patient with my trade right here, just letting it work out. The only thing that'll make me nervous would be a high volume reclaim of like 470. If we get like a like a 150 200k bar reclaim 470, then it'll probably not work in my favor. But right now everything's pointing to this going down lower. Volume divergence here. Big decline in volume. Tape's looking really weak. You're seeing a lot of big sellers. Forming a head and shoulders pattern, just a very bearish pattern, and kind of like teetering around this 450 line. So everything's pointing that this thing will crack this 450 and see lower. So let's see. Yep, stall. I'll be streaming the same time every day. Nice crack there, PHAs, and I am all out of that one. Met my target. Could definitely go lower. Could definitely see 430s, possibly even 420s, but I'm not gonna be greedy. I met my target. I just covered at 443. I'm all out on that trade. All out on that trade. Thank you guys. Thanks. So on that trade, I just made about $600 on the trade on PHAs. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So I'll post that. I'll post the chart. And if you guys want to post my P&L too in the Discord chat, you guys can see the chart. So all out of that one, 480 short at a 480 average, risking 5, and all out of that one. Final cover at 443, meeting my target. So yeah, just a quick little single there. Nothing massive. Not a few K trade, but that's totally fine. I'm perfectly fine hitting singles on a day like this, a slow day like this. I can make a little base hit, make a little cash here and there. It's gonna hold me over, and then when the market heats back up, I'll push my size. I'll start taking like 6,000-7,000 shares on a trade. But on a day like this, completely fine taking a small position, 3,000 shares, and hitting a nice little trade, and I'm fine doing that for the next few days or few weeks, however long until the market heats on up. AIM announcing public offering. That's great. What a toxic ticker. Probably going to 0. Yeah, that's, I used to, if you look at my old Twitter, you could find past tweets and Instagram. I'd post my P&L every single day. And, I stopped doing it since, I think it's more important to look beyond that. Look at the actual trade itself. Looking at charts is much better than, seeing, the P&L. Because what really matters is, how well you're executing the trade, I think that my trade would be more impressive. I think this is more impressive, rather than someone shorting at 490, covering at 480, but they had 20,000 shares and they made $2,000, and you're like, oh wow, you made $2,000. But look at my trade. I shorted almost the same price, and I was patient, waited for my target at 440, met a 2-to-1 risk reward. That's a proper trade, rather than you seeing someone with massive size shorting here and covering 10 cents. But what was your risk? You're risking 20 cents and you only made 10 cents. That's not a great trade, You didn't meet a good risk reward. But people look at it as, oh, you made $2,000, that's sick. But to me, it doesn't matter. You could make 20 grand on this trade, but if you had 1,000 shares and you shorted 480, met your risk reward at 440, that's a better trade in my book. That's what the people see. They see the big money. They see you're making a lot of money, and they fall for it. So right, it's 9:55. I'm probably done for the day. On a day like this, I don't like to push things. I already had a nice trade and fine with that. Don't want to go back to the well too many times. You kind of get that. You kind of know, the day's slow. Had a nice trade. What's the reason to keep pushing and keep trading like this? That would just be me being greedy and forcing things. Yeah, Casper, it depends. It kind of goes back to my previous point I was making. It depends on the trade. Depends on the trade. Did you stick to your rules? Did you stick to your setup? What type of risk reward was met on both trades? So it really depends. Appreciate it. You got it. Every day I'm gonna be here every single day, streaming my scanners and commentating. And if you guys haven't already, please give a like and subscribe, and you can also turn the notification bell on too. Notifies you guys when I go live. Yeah, Casper. Only an experienced or maybe intermediate trader would be able to answer that correctly. I could see everyone. I could see a lot of people why they would choose A. I think 3 years ago I would have chose A also when I first started. Richard, no. I just do the morning session. I'm not a big power hour trader, actually. I just like trading like the first hour, hour and a half. GHSI back at 90 cents. So right now it's about 10. If you guys have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Now's a good time for that. And do you guys still want me to do the giveaway today? I could do it tomorrow or Friday, or I could do it today. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. I know a lot of you guys said, Nick, why do you always do it on Friday? So I was like, yeah, true. So I said the next one I'll do like Wednesday or Thursday. So I could do it today or tomorrow or next week. Doesn't really matter to me. It's totally up to you guys. I mean, Casper, if you're asking like a total newbie that question, like a total noob, I could understand them answering A. Like a total noob, ask that question, you answer A. I can understand why. I mean, if they don't really have that much knowledge about trading, and they see like, oh, this guy made 10,000, this one made 250, But hey, it's debatable, it's a debatable topic. The prize, I'll be giving away some, I think I'm gonna give away a Velocity Trading, T-shirt. I have been giving away a lot of money the last few streams, so I'm gonna give away another T-shirt. I have a ton of them sitting, so I might as well hand them out. Paid for them. GHSI is making an attempt for the highs here. We just got over them. So going for this $1 mark on GHSI, I saw someone in chat. Someone in chat had a 67-cent entry. So you're killing it. Yeah, I'll give away a Velocity Trading T-shirt. Some of you guys said Friday again. Yeah, so I don't really know if I should do it today. Let's see. I don't know. So I like doing it on Friday. It's the last day of the week. Usually Fridays are slow. I know today's slow, but I think doing giveaways on Fridays are more fun. Kind of like look forward to it. It's a fun thing to do, and I don't know. I don't think I've ever. I think I owe almost all my giveaways I've done is on a Friday actually, but I don't know. It depends what you guys want to do. Alright, you guys are saying Friday. I see 3 people not saying Friday. This whole week's a Friday. That's a good one, yeah. Does feel like that, right? There's PHAs. Back at 470. It's just kind of what I talked about. This would have kind of got me a little scared here. Now coming up to 470 on The volume's still a little low, but still, this will be a little scary. It's reclaim like this 470-ish level, kind of holding like this. It could definitely make a move to the upside now. Actually, here on E-Trade, no, it's still a 100K bar, but still, I got a pretty nice cover there at 443. Now it's 472 now, so coming on up here. So I mean, if you guys are still in, I'd probably have your stop at break even. Probably have the stop at break even now if you're in PHAs. Or if you want to protect the profits, you could have a stop, maybe a 10-cent trailer. Depends on you. Alright, so we'll do the giveaway on Friday. Alright, so guys, just give me a few minutes here. I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see what's going on. GHSI. A little bit of pullback here. See, I don't really know what the trade ideas alert is here. Telling you to buy at 90, what is that, like a 92 cents right next to $1. I feel like it's a little bit of a risky entry here, right? I don't really know about these trade alerts. I know they say Holly has a good winning percentage, but I don't know if I would trust a Holly alert off a penny stock. But hey, I'm sure they have their own reason and strategy why they'd be buying here at 92 cents. sure all these things are back tested. Holly is the trade idea is artificial intelligence. It's like a bot, and it spits out like a bunch of trades. I think they do. I don't know how many they do a day, but they do a good amount a day, and they have like a target, exit, and it like alerts you each time the bot buys something. So you guys can see like $1 is a tough line to break. So we'll see if it can get over that mark. I'm coming up to like 10.10 right now. Let's see what else is going now. Let's go to some of the other tickers. PHAs. PHAs kind of hanging out right around here in this 460 mark. What the frick's going on my E-Trade this morning? Let's see. EFOI, light volume, nothing there. PERI, light volume. NLS, light volume. USOD, nothing. France still up here, still holding these gains on Fren. VBIV, this was the one that had the insider buying. Kind of in a tight channel range this morning on VBIV. Not cracking, not really making much of the upside, so it's kind of holding its gains here. NTEC. NTEC, a little bit of a pullback here off the pre-market move. Check out the swing trade TTS. A little bit of pullback. TTS down 2%. Alright. AIM 83 cents. Let's see what's going on with AIM here. Wow, AIM down 40%. Someone did say they had an offering. It looks like this thing just resumed here. Offering at 90. Wow. This stock is so toxic on AIM. It's crazy. This thing was just at, what is it, like $4 a few days ago. No, it was like $3.30, but it's $3.60, but still 360, and now a few days later at 80 cents. So just a big giant turd here on AIM. I really hope no one got caught up long in this thing. That's why you don't want to bag hold these penny stocks. You don't want to get caught bag holding. One of the worst things that you guys can do. Something like this could definitely happen on some of these plays. Yeah, I'm really against, I really think they should, do away with like the intraday offering, because that's just, like you said, that's really a crime. I don't think that should be. You should be able to have an intraday offering. It's just cruel. Have it for after hours or pre-market, but not during intraday trading session. I don't think that's right. I would say after hours. That's probably the least time people trade. So if you're gonna do an offering, do it after hours. Don't do it intraday, or don't do it right before the market opens. Yeah, I really feel bad. I hope no one in here got caught in it on aim. Just really getting beat up. Alright, so it's 10:13. Just give me one more moment. Yeah, PSTV, that was a stock that had the intraday offering this week. Yeah, it's at $3 now. It's just at 16 bucks. So $16 at $3 in the matter of 2 days. Really, with no bounce. PHAs still kind of hanging around this 460 mark. So if you guys have any questions, yeah, I'll be happy to answer them. Probably gonna give the stream another like 15, maybe 20 minutes, unless we get a another mover. But right now things are slow. I don't want to bore you guys. Waste your time here, because it really doesn't look like there's anything going on. The last thing you want to do is take a trade out of boredom. It's not you guys should be trading. You should be trading in a strategic, systematic manner, with good setups, a game plan, and right now we're not really seeing anything moving at the moment. Would I short PHAs again? It's kind of like looking for like the second bounce on a long. So usually the first bounce will offer the best opportunity. Same thing when you go when you're going for a short. Usually the first pop will be the best. So now you're kind of playing with the second bounce a little bit. It gets a little bit more risky in the second go round. So I mean, options. What I shorted again? No. I already had a winner on it. Had a nice trade on it. Why am I gonna go back to the well and push it, especially on a slow day like today? So I wouldn't short it again. But if you're interested, you could look for a few things. You could look for a short here like the 460s, kind of risking this 475 level because you could see it's having a lot of trouble here at this 475. See a lot of upper wicks here, so each time it's coming up to 470. Met with some selling here, so you could risk that level, or you could risk the highs, or you could wait for a pop over 475, risking the highs, Or the last option would be, the $5 mark, the pre-market high on PHAs. But like I said, it gets a little bit more risky, going for it again, especially what time is it? It's 10:18. A lot of shady stuff happens around 10:30 on the short side, especially like around lunch, so it gets a little tricky around that time. Usually it's best to be at a short position by that time, unless you're well into the money. If let's say you're short like 490s or whatever, or you have like a 480 average and you're kind of waiting for lower, you're thinking this thing's gonna crack, 420s, even lower, then it's alright, maybe you could hold a little bit longer. Alright, let's see. TTS back at 319. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys are hopping off now too, so I'll probably give it like 10 more minutes. Probably give it like 10 more minutes. And sorry if anyone joined for the giveaway today. A lot of people were saying, let's do it Friday. I agree, let's do it Friday. Friday's a much better day to do a giveaway. So we're going to postpone the giveaway to Friday. So make sure everyone's here on Friday. We'll be doing a giveaway. Maybe if I'm feeling generous, maybe I'll do 2 in one day. We'll see how I feel on Friday. But we'll definitely do 1 for sure, maybe 2. And just remember, if you guys didn't take any trades today, it's perfectly fine. You were disciplined today. It was slow. So there's no reason to force anything. Don't beat yourself up if you don't trade. That was something that I thought was a bad thing early on. Day trading, being a full-time trader doesn't mean trading every day. Unless that's your strategy. But for most of us, it's not. So don't beat yourself over it. It's perfectly fine. Not trading a day, or even a few days, or even a week. So, just know that the market will heat up. There's hotter times ahead. So just be patient. Don't give in the FOMO. Don't take trades out of boredom. It's really my advice right now during this slow market time. And I did mention it last week. I kind of called this. When it was hot, I was like, we could definitely see the next few weeks be slow. And so far it has been. But I'm definitely expecting October to be a hot one, so maybe just another more week of slowness, and then we should heat on up. Daniel, how can you get in the giveaway? Just be here, just be in chat, and you have a chance to win the giveaway. Yeah, Casper. When we have a lack of volume like this, when we have some of these bigger floats, a lot of them do have ATMs too. Some of them do present some good short opportunities, especially if the volume's weak. So yeah, could be looking for some more short setups these next 2 days. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. I really like longing micro floats. Stocks under 10 million. even lower, under 5 million. Oh, got you. I thought you meant you should have, went short on like penny stocks this week. Oh, I got you. That's a good one. Hey, Dennis, are you in here? I don't know where Dennis has been, guys. I don't know where Dennis has been. I think Dennis had the right idea this week. Dennis took off this week. He foresaw the market having a slow week, and he took off the best week. He's probably... Oh, there's Dennis. Dennis, you are here. I was sitting here, Dennis, thinking you were taking the week off. Wouldn't have been a bad week to take off. Well, it's good to see you here. Yeah, Dennis did shut me up right there. Did shut me up right there. Dennis, did you see my PHAs short? See my my short this morning? Clint, we got to see. Like I said, $1 is a really tough line to get over. Has done some. It did do some really good volume out of the gate. It's gonna have to continue to do that. I would say that if this is gonna make a move, it would probably be maybe towards the end of the day, around 2 p.m. If it's gonna make a move, I think it would be later on today. If I have to take a guess on it. Yeah, PHAs, looking a little trappy here, But you can see once again that 475 line kind of rejected again. Alright, it's 10:26 right now. Probably gonna give it a few more minutes. Oh man, I'm falling asleep over here. Give it a few more minutes and call it a day. Y'all be in Discord chat. So, and you guys, want to chat, DMs are always open. Don't mind chatting it up with any of you guys. Dennis, no trade day. Gotcha, yeah. Don't blame you. There's really nothing, not much opportunity today, unless you had shares to short on PHAs. Off this little pop and fail. Wouldn't really see what other trades you may have taken for small caps. Let's see, KOL charts just really extended here. Kind of playing with fire, getting into the long side with this. Same with the short side. It's just so thin. Look at the volume. Like 200K shares traded that day. So manipulated, so thin. Even getting in short on this is still playing with fire. It's to go to 10. Seen charts like that. That's so thin and they keep going up and up and up. Thanks, Dennis. So you did see this trade, nice. So we'll see PHAs. It slowly trying to make a reversal here. So we'll watch this for the next few moments here, and then I'll wrap up the stream. I did see that. I did see VNRX got smoked. They did have an ATM. Oh no, not VNRX. It was VR. Oh, frick, I forgot the name. I forgot the ticker name. You see that? I can remember. I can remember Stahl from a year and a half ago, and remember where he lived, but I can't remember the ticker name of one of the stocks I was watching today. Like, it does not make any sense. I'm gonna have to look back at my notes. Yes, thank you. VXRT. It was VXRT. This one got smoked. They had an ATM. Poseidon called it out. And it looks like they tapped into that ATM this morning. Nice fade there. But alright, PHAs did break over that 475 level there. High days at 489, so we got to see what it does around this level. But so far, if you guys look on on PHAs, this pop met with heavy selling and unloading. Same thing here. This pop met with heavy selling and unloading. So, we'll see what it does on this next test. If we could even get towards the higher day or towards this $5 mark. I would say if this thing breaks above 5 on high, strong volume, just don't fight it. Just accept it and let it. Just move on because if it breaks over 5, the bulls will be in control, and you're fighting a stock strongly on the front side of the move. So just be cautious if it gets over 5 and starts to hold 5 and consolidate in base. You don't want to get caught, fighting something. But alright, it's 10:30 right now. I'll give it one last minute, and then I'm going to wrap up today's stream. I really appreciate you guys being here each and every day. I hope you guys learned something, got something out of the stream. That's the whole goal here, to educate you guys and share some of my trading knowledge each and every day with you guys. Yeah, I know some of you guys are here for the scanners too. Don't mind streaming these. No, they're expensive. Not everyone could afford $200 a month scanners. And yes, these are in real time. 100% real time. No 2-minute, 5-minute BS. Alright, sweet. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm back at it again tomorrow. And hopefully get some more opportunity tomorrow. I'm going to end the day 1 for 1 on my trades. PHAs. Had one short on this morning. Shorted the 480. Shorted in the 480s. Covered in the 440s there on PHAs. So 1 for 1 on the day. Made about $600. I'll post my entries and exits over in Discord, so make sure you guys are over in the Discord chat. That's gonna be it for today's stream. Peace.